I'd like to call the meeting to order at 4:03 p.m. Brittany, can you do a roll call?
Darcy?
Here.
Lou?
Here.
Brittany?
Here.
Colleen?
Here.
Got it?
Here.
Bob?
Here.
And our student rep Reese? Here.
All right. Hi, Reese. Okay, we have a quorum. Item 2, approval of agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve agenda.
One second.
Okay, motion by Gatgeta, second by Lou to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okie dokie, on to the fun stuff. Swearing in of re-elected board members. I'll turn it over to Mr. Lindsay.
Colleen, you go first. We should just do it at the same time.
Yeah, we should do it at the same time.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Alaska,
and the Constitution of the State of Alaska,
and that I will honestly,
and I will honestly,
faithfully,
faithfully,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge my duties
discharge my duties
as a school board member to the best of my ability.
as a school board member to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution
and the Constitution of the State of Alaska, and that I will honestly, faithfully, and impartially discharge my duties as a school board member to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Congratulations, and thank you for your service, guys. Now we are going to move on to the reorganization of the board. I think that we've been able to work together as a pretty good team. I have chosen to, I'd like to take a step back. You know me, though. I'm very vocal. But I would like to give up my seat as president and transition it to another person. And I think we've had conversations amongst each other of a good way to reorganize. If you guys are comfortable proceeding, maybe we could just do it openly, or whatever you guys are comfortable with. Do you guys want to do it on a ballot, or do you want to, how do you guys feel? Because I think Brittany does have the paperwork. The only thing I was worried about is if we do I think the treasurer, secretary, and open board seat, I think those are just pretty open to whoever, right? So do you guys want to fill those out, or how do you guys want to proceed?
Secretary.
You want to be secretary?
Yeah.
I'll just be board.
How do you guys feel? Are you up for the task, Tia? Get up.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time, so bear with me. Yeah, I can give it a roll.
You're
For her being the board.
okay. So I think we got it then. Secretary?
Yeah.
I'll be the treasurer. 2 times round. Colleen will be the board member. Tia will be the president, and Lou will stay in her current position as vice president. Should we make that a motion? So, I guess we have to be official. So I'll make that a motion.
I'll second.
Second by Frankie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. I will happily relinquish my chair. Spread the love.
know, it's been forever. Kind of enjoyed it over there, though.
Kind of nice when you can do stuff like that. Not have to be so formal.
Hey. Okay. On to hearing of individuals and/or groups. Number 1, Lorna Porter. No, not here, so we will hear from Reese, student government representative.
Good afternoon. There will be no winter carnival because there was just too much going on this month, and we didn't have enough decorations and prizes and stuff. So we were just going to postpone it to spring, so it'll be a spring carnival. We did the food drive, and it went really well. We dropped it off at the Department of Labor and Education, and the group that won was the seniors, so we're pretty proud of them. They definitely worked really hard to get the donations and stuff. So, starting soon, student government will form a committee to submit a bid to host the Spring 2027 ALSOB conference. The bid is due this April. This year. So this spring conference is due. So we're going to, figure it out. That's all that I have. But unfortunately, I have to leave because I have cheer practice. So, is there any questions? Okay.
Reese, just a clarification, hosting it next year or this year?
We're going to host it next year.
Next year, but the bid's due this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And hearing from individuals and/or groups on agenda items. Seeing none, we'll move on to reports with Shannon Hudson.
Oops. Good afternoon. Move that a little bit. How's everybody? Good? Yeah? Concert tonight, so a little bit busy around here, but good. Attendance, we are now, even since this last report, we're above 91%. So thanks to all the families, everybody for getting your kids to school. It makes a huge difference, and I really appreciate it. Since we met last, we had conferences. They went really well. Our attendance was 88% for overall with all the families that came, and it went really smoothly. We've had the breakfast for the veterans since then, and thank you to Ta and to Mike for coming and participating. It was really fun. I know when we sat down, and there was just a lot of different events to come up here for. So we're trying to figure out how to make that a little bit less. And Ta's like, well, what about a breakfast? So it was his idea. So I'm gonna give him credit for it. And it was really nice. We had 13 different veterans come, some of them with their families. And they sat with their grandkids and kids, and I know the feedback from the veterans too was that time just to sit and chat with each other and have a cup of coffee and have breakfast. We had a couple kids who went around and served them, so it was really, really good. So that was a fun event. We'll hold on to that one, so it'll be in the future as well. We also had our literacy night. Thank you for Jeannie, because she is the brainchild of all these kind of events like that, and she did a Candyland theme. It was super cute, and that all the pillars were like candy, and all the decorations. We had 160 people come. Actually, I think it was more than that in the end, but it was really well attended. The families all had a really good time. They went to different events in the different rooms, so that was really fun. We're looking at doing something else in the spring. I'm not sure. Hopefully, maybe a math thing. We can look at those math folks, do something. We have the concert tonight. We're also right in the middle of testing this week. So we have MAP testing. We also have our state DIBELS testing for reading that's going on at the elementary right now too. So we should have that all wrapped up by Friday. And then the last thing I have on my report is I took over Ta's seat on the arts data committee. So there's a whole committee for the state that collects data about the arts. And I just want to thank you guys because you really are the ones that kind of said, like 5 years ago, we really want to see more arts. And sometimes when you're in the middle of that, you don't see everything that's actually happened over 5 years. So being part of these committees, I've had some time just to kind of reflect and like hear what other districts are doing and be part of what's happening around, the whole state. And we should be really proud of ourselves. We have a lot going on and it's really, really cool. So I just put down some things that have been happening. We still have super strong music programs, pre-K through 12th grade. We now have a theater thing. That was one of our very first things in our goals that we had the first time when we got that grant. And we now have productions 2 times a year, which is really cool. We are now in partnership with Island Music that provides professionals that come. Now we've had 2 different events. We have another one in February. We've had 5 different artisan residencies. That's been illustration and music and theater, and our canoes were painted with some of those artisan residency funds. We still have a ton of art happening at the middle school. I really appreciate Josh and the teachers there for kind of continuing that momentum we started. And then just the cultural connection with the arts here too. Like when you come up on a Friday or other times and you see the connection with the Indian Art Committee, everybody's dancing, or not everybody, but a lot of people are dancing, and a lot of people are super involved in the arts, and that's really cool. There's a continued integration with the CTE program in arts, and just the willingness of the staff and everybody to kind of engage more and let kids be creative and do all those things that are great for their brains. So I just want to thank you guys because you really started that momentum. Still working on the curriculum. We have collaboration that we're doing. That's every other Monday. Teachers get together and we're really revisiting some of that work we started maybe 8 years ago with the vertical alignment of the priority standards and kind of digging into those standards and re-looking at that. So the teachers have been really good at gathering and kind of giving us feedback on what's going on. We have a little task for them to do, so that work is kind of being revisited and looked at again. And I think that's it. You guys have anything else for me?
On your attachment, there's the staff survey. Is that old?
Yeah, it's old.
Okay.
Sorry, I need to stop copying it.
I was just like, oh,
That's an old one. Or we need to do a new one. That's
Yeah,
it.
you
We need to
should.
do a new one.
Yeah, I think that'd be
It's
cool.
time for a
Yeah.
new one. Okay,
That'd be
I will
good
write that
feedback.
down for next
yeah,
time.
because I don't think we ever decided social emotional.
We didn't.
No.
Right now, secondary doesn't have any. So, I mean, any formal program, I'm not saying nothing's happening, but
Yeah.
since we're not doing growing leaders,
We don't have
there
curriculum.
isn't any kind of specific social emotional programming or program that they're using. So it's definitely something we might want to survey again and get your guys'
Yeah.
feedback on as far as the curriculum pieces.
See if teachers are missing it.
Yeah, and see if especially as we get towards the, maybe the middle of the next semester, just see how people's social emotional, yeah, I think I'll just use
Cool.
the same questions.
Okay.
Will do. Thanks,
Okay.
you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Josh Gifford, sorry.
Don't skip them.
Thank you, Madam President.
I'm used to being over there. Didn't have to say much.
Good afternoon. Lots going on, obviously, with the elementary concert tonight, middle school, high school tomorrow night. And then we have our Christmas craft night or holiday craft night coming up on Monday evening. I believe it's 6 o'clock. The middle school enrollment's at 59, and we were at 90% in October, and it was pretty similar in November. We continue to reinforce the importance of consistent school attendance through family communication and positive recognition for students with strong attendance habits. I gave $20 AC gift cards out to every student who had perfect attendance in Q1, and will continue doing that throughout the school year. Teachers are working hard in the classroom. We did MAPS testing today. It went really well. Some of the preliminary data that we're getting back shows a lot of growth, so that's exciting. I continue to do walkthroughs with a focus on student engagement, formative assessment, and alignment to our curriculum. Our school continues to build a positive culture through consistent expectations and relationship-centered practices. We don't have an SEL curriculum, but as part of my RTI plan that I'm working on, we want to incorporate some social emotional stuff. And so every month, starting when we get back from break, we're going to be focusing on a key value that we identify in the school and have some lessons that are kind of tailored around that value and some incentive for kids to demonstrate that they're learning that. So it's all going to revolve around respect, responsibility, and safety in school. And so we're going to start with respect in January and move on to responsibility in February, and then safety in March. We had a fire drill. It was really good. Super fast. I think we were in and out in about 5 minutes. Allie Parise threw together a science night in the middle school designed to engage elementary students in science experiments, and it went really, really well. I didn't have a clicker for attendance, but I think we had at least 25 different families show up, and all the feedback I got was really positive. So that's something that we're going to continue with, and also trying to integrate some other subject areas into doing their own things for the elementary kids to come over and engage with middle school staff. And it was run by our kids. The kids ran all the experiments and stuff, so it was really good. And then just down to the celebrations and highlights, I'm seeing some really good things from teachers in the classroom. There's learning happening, and it's really evident, and so that's encouraging. We had 90% turnout for parent-teacher conferences, which was incredible. When you only have 59 kids, I think we only missed like 3 or 4 total in the whole building, so that was excellent. Middle school basketball ended on a high note. I heard nothing but great things from coaches, so that's a celebration as well. And things are just going great. Moving forward, we're just going to continue analyzing testing data to inform our instructional practices and focus on improving attendance. We have 2 grades, 6th and 7th, whose attendance is phenomenal, and 8th grade, we're working on it. So, and then I've been meeting with Chelsea about promotion. We're getting that ball rolling, and you'll be happy to know I'm sending out a survey for parents and families about a survival trip.
Oh, good.
To gauge interest on whether it should be mandatory for all or a voluntary thing, or tied in with Joe Henry's Hunter's Education class, or there's a lot of different options, but I'm going to get some feedback on that.
Cool.
And then last time I spoke with you all, I said I wanted to highlight kind of an unsung hero that I don't think, it takes all kinds of people to make a district run efficiently, and I just wanted to shout out Mike Anderson, our bus driver, tonight. He's pretty incredible, not only from the bus driving standpoint and making all those runs to pick kids up, but the maintenance of our vehicles and all the stuff he does. So just wanted to give him a quick shout out. And that's all I had for you guys. Any questions? Okay, thanks.
Mike Niggis.
Good afternoon. Super busy time at the high school. Today we just had our college and career fair where all of our seniors got to have their boards out, show what their plan was. Had ages from 6 years old to 60 attend. It was really a special thing. Chelsea does it every year with a senior seminar class. Map testing today and tomorrow, which makes it hard on teachers, right? We have limited then class periods in the afternoon, so it's a big schedule shift. And you can tell, students are getting restless, right? They're ready for a break. I think our teachers are ready for a break, and everybody's earned it. Everybody's working hard. We have, to talk about the schedule, we have our DDF event coming up this weekend, right? We have, it's been really interesting even with some of the travel for our Region 5 teams north of Juneau with some of their ferry restrictions now. And one of the things that I see we do pretty well here in Metlakatla is pivot and shift and make it work on the fly, along with being incredible hosts. So I'm excited to see how that comes together. I know our DDF coaches have been just crushing it. getting things ready and putting in a ton of work to get ready for it. We have our middle school, high school concert tomorrow night at 6. Please come watch. It's an opportunity for some of our kids to be recognized and show their stuff that that is their thing. And it's just as important as any student holding a basketball, running in cross country. And so please invite the community to come watch how wonderful our music teacher is and our students in those things, in participating in both concerts. One thing we've been working on with Ta and Chelsea is the APS. There's some new restrictions that the state has put forth for our Alaska Performance Scholarship. And so there'll be some information coming out from the school that families will be seeing about that. There's criteria that we're required to provide for freshman, sophomore classes, then their junior year of high school, and then again their senior year of high school. And that is the opportunity for scholarships for our University of Alaska colleges and scholarships that our students would be eligible for to attend those. And so the state's been pretty direct with what that information needs to look like. The majority of it we've already been doing, but it is adding a couple steps. Next week, again, another opportunity to really come see how amazing our students are. We have Wednesday, Thursday performances for our theater program. And I love that it gets to be 2 nights so that, because last year one of the complaints I heard was it was one night and people were sad that they had something scheduled on that night. So we're going to try it 2 nights with our performance just to see if we can get more community members to get to come engage with that. And then, of course, Thursday, Friday basketball. And I want to speak to, when I talk about the being flexible and pivot and just how amazing the work that Dylan has done and the work that the collaboration between all of our programs to make this fit. And I want to send out a thank you to MIC and the community. It's even spilled over to needing to rent Town Hall at times, and our ability to utilize the facilities even off of the school campus. But there's just so much pressure on the gym and the high school. And so thank you to everybody involved with making those things work. And along with that, not just those involved, even as we went through the work session last night, it really gave me an opportunity to reflect on just how special the high school staff is. I truly believe every one of our students have a champion in the building for them, a trusted adult. And that's been the work that happened long before I ever got here. And I'm really thankful to get to watch that continue to happen and continue to grow. And that's really one of the most important things that we get to do as a staff. I do want to say congratulations to our volleyball team on qualifying for state. We actually had one of our players make the all-state team, like be all tournament, Bailey Nelson. I think that was exceptional. And invite the community. We will have on Thursday a send-off for the wrestling team to go to regionals in Sitka to compete for their opportunity to go to state the following week. Should have said this at the front, but we're currently at 99 students and our attendance rate right now is 89%. So, are there any questions? Yes?
Are we giving our traveling students enough notice whether they're traveling or not?
Great question. I know there was an instance earlier in the year that especially brought that into question. Through some illnesses and through some other things, I know at that point in time the coaches were trying to see if we had enough students to even travel that week to go compete, which created some stress and some tension on, hey, we're going to honor the commitment we made to go compete, which then created a shorter announcement period. I would say that's a very rare instance. with that occurrence. And even through that, we've had conversations with the coaches, right, to see if we could grow in that moment, learn from it and grow in that. And so I think they responded very positively to that. So I'd say there has been an instance when that was pretty tight and in question, but we've tried to respond to that to try and make sure that didn't happen again. Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Nicole Taylor. Oh, okay. She is sick, so Dylan Stem.
Hello, everyone. Since last we spoke, volleyball qualified for state and competed in state. The results weren't exactly what we were all hoping for, but I know that we're all super proud of the team for the way they competed through the season and at the state competition. And it really was a wonderful year. So just really proud of them for a great season. I did want to give a special shout out to some of our players who got special accolades during the tournament, including Bailey, who got all tournament team. So congratulations, Bailey, on doing such a great job in representing our team and district so well. Wrestling is off to regionals this week, and then those that qualify for state will be going the following weekend. So we're hoping that they are going to compete well and represent us great, just like volleyball did. The big one is DDF is having their home meet this Friday and Saturday. They are still in need of judges, specifically Friday for the 5 o'clock slot, the 6:45 slot, and the 8:15 slot. And then Saturday at 8:30 in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We've all had judgments of people, so now it's just a fun way to do it in a structured environment, okay? It really is fun, though. I had nothing to do with performing or, debate throughout my school academic career, and I really enjoy being part of this. So if you have time, feel free to reach out to the DDF judges to sign up for some of those open slots. There will be a judge training at 6 p.m. on Thursday at Miss Pike's room in the elementary school, where they'll go over the different events that are involved and how to judge and score them as well. And they are very thorough with that, so you go in very prepared. Basketball and cheer started last week, as Mr. Nigas was mentioning. We have games next week on Thursday and Friday rather than Friday, Saturday, and that was try to make things easier for both schools with the winter break coming up then. We will also have games at the end of the winter break on the 2nd and 3rd, and then not long after that will be our home tournament that we are hosting, the Metlakatla Invitational. So we are getting a lot of that planned and prepared, and got our couple teams who have shown us travel commitments already and got all their travel done, so we're really excited for the opportunity. Last thing on my end is, as Mr. Nigas was saying, it has been an extremely busy time, and it's only going to get more busy these last few weeks before winter break. I could not have planned the gym usage and where everybody's going to be and when without the flexibility, the patience, and the understanding of the coaches and those who are leading our different activities. So I just wanted to take a moment to thank everybody for working with me. Not thinking I'm too much of a pain in the butt, but hopefully we'll all get through this together the next couple weeks. Any questions for me? Okay.
No. I just wanted to suggest to you
Yeah.
that with that big tournament that you guys are going to have, I just encourage you to reach out to the community for support in hosting, for food or
Yeah.
whatever
Definitely.
with that.
thank you for that suggestion. We'll definitely do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Tom and
Along those lines, I want to relay the appreciation for this planning this last couple weeks of December. I mean, there's the activities. It's incredible how everybody has come together to make this happen, from the school to the students and the community. It takes us all working together. So really appreciate everyone working together for opportunities for kids. That's what it's about. Under culture, our Title VI Indian Ed Parent Committee continues to hold consistent meetings. They did sponsor a district-wide assembly for Native American Heritage Month on the 26th. They're also looking at protocols for cultural-related activities. And now we have a committee that can answer those questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? We have a committee that can review those things. Early planning for the elementary feast is starting to take place at the committee level. They'll really coordinate with the elementary school on that piece. And then they're also looking at, they have some extra funds, they're looking at a student scholarship. So 2 scholarships. So that's some of the things that committee is talking about. I also want to show appreciation for Mr. Niggis, Ms. Hudson, Mrs. Hayward, and her students and the Metlakatla Veterans Association for the Veterans Assembly as well as the breakfast. Those things are incredibly important to the community, and they're very appreciated by the veterans. Communication, we did send out information to the public concerning graduation ceremonies. December and early January are full of events that we've talked about. And that calendar is out that I shared earlier. Teaching and learning, we've talked about the collaboration Shannon did that's taking place between the buildings. That's incredible to see. That supports our strategic plan from last year. We're also looking at planning work for Visible Learning Initiative by John Hattie. And it's an initiative we're going to kick off next year. We're doing the prep work this year. Visible Learning provides training and tools for our teachers to implement the most effective and impactful teaching strategies across the district. And so we have a workbook that we'll be going through this semester for implementation in the fall. Grants and reporting for Russ DLT grant, all of the equipment is here. We're just waiting on the installation that will take place in the spring. Secure rural schools, in other words, forest receipts. There's been some movement. So 93 senators and congressmen wrote a letter to Speaker Johnson and Minority Leader Jeffries, urging them to get this passed for our school districts. That letter went out on December 3rd. And so the conversation with the leadership is taking place. It's shifted from districts and departments of education to actual congressional members urging the leadership to put this on the docket for a vote. So I'm hopeful it'll move forward, but I just want you to know that this hasn't died yet. That there's work taking place. We started the application process for Indian Education Grant as well as the Impact Aid Grant. We continue to push back on DEED's requirement for the district to consult with other tribes for funding for Title I, II, and IV grants. Our attorney, as well as MIC's attorney, is collaborating to assist us with this effort. And then we did hold a meeting with and wrote a letter of support for MIC's Farm to School grant in support of the greenhouse and our food service program. So we look forward to those opportunities that this potential funding source will bring to the district. A lot of things taking place in maintenance. We have completed the work at the duplexes for all the rot that took place with water intrusion. Our fuel oil boilers are in need of maintenance. And so there's a proposal in the action items to bring train down to go through all of our boilers. Auto shop equipment in the new building has been installed. We have an electrical piece that needs to take place before we can start using it. Tech Ops was here, changing out switches, organizing our tech rooms, as well as replacing some battery backups. We also put in an aerial bridge, and it connects our internet between all the buildings. So we have fiber running from the elementary school all the way to the facilities building, then it goes aerial from the facilities building to the elementary school, and that creates a ring so we never lose the internet, in theory. Okay. All right. Some of our cameras at the end of their life cycle, we're putting together a proposal to replace a few of those per year. And then due to design problems, long leads of sourcing equipment, and construction schedules, we have to postpone the generator installation to the new building and the CTE building. We're working with Dawson, First City, and our attorney to see if we can do that within our current contract. I'll keep the board updated how that progresses. And just a note, our freight van, which Scuba also uses that freight van, the bed has completely rusted out. There's front end problems, it's 20 years old. We need to go after a new freight van that our Scuba department can also use. And so I'm starting to get some estimates and bringing that in. Work session highlights. Last night we held a work session to review several policies, the district's capital improvement 6-year plan, as well as the discipline matrix. These things will be on the January meeting as readings or action items. I want to inform the public that we also are reviewing and creating a new policy for spectator conduct at student activities. This policy puts in a code of conduct for fans, staff, students, anyone participating in activities. And I think it's a model. I talked to superintendents today. This doesn't exist in other places. They're asking for a copy of it. And so I just want to inform the public this is coming and hopefully get adopted in January. Reminder to the board, it's evaluation time for your superintendent.
Already?
No. If acceptable, I'll use the same evaluation form as last year and get the blank copies to you and start working on it over the week. Then I have some travel coming up, leaving tomorrow to Durango for my daughter's graduation, which is an MHS product. So thank you, teachers, for helping her. And then I do have a board meeting in Juneau for CERT on January 20th. And so when we schedule January's meeting, if we can talk about the timing of that. That's all I have.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to approve consent agenda?
Make that motion.
Motion by Lou,
I'll second.
second by Darcy. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. On to action items. How do you guys want to tackle these?
I'm game to do them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve action items 1 through 6. The extra duties hire for Sarah Denny, Encore Middle School Study Hall, Matthew Wheeler, Junior Class Advisor, Owen Fulton, High School Student Government, Jeannie Lindsay, High School Annual, Felicia Blandoff, Middle School and High School Assistant Basketball Coach, Julian Russell, High School Assistant Basketball Coach, Joe Henry, Hunter Safety Education Grant Manager, Melissa Niggis, Special Education Teacher, Staff Travel, flying through Seattle for a conference, MTSS-RTI. The first readings of Board Policy for Internet Use, Board Policy 6161.4, and also Student Internet User Agreement, Security for Internet Systems, Cell Phone Policy, and then the Charter School Policy and another Charter School Policy, the AR for Charter School. And then seeking board approval for the train technologies for the annual maintenance for the boilers and then the travel from the officials for the basketball tournament, and then a MOA with Jaden Schoolcraft for transportation of luggage, I assume, for the Annapolis School District.
Thank you. I'll second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. And I forgot, any discussion? Even though it already passed. Thank you. On to 8, hearing from individuals and/or groups on non-agenda items. Anything? Hearing none, we'll move on to items of information and discussion.
January work session and board meeting.
Yeah.
27th for the board meeting. And when you guys want to do
The week before?
the Tom won't be
Oh, the week before that then?
the 12th, I mean the 13th. Or
Probably will have to be, or we don't have to do it on Tuesday.
yeah, Wednesday, Thursday.
I'm good any day that week.
What about you guys? Busy that week?
No. I'm out all of January except for the
Oh,
last.
okay.
I'll be here for the meeting,
Okay.
but I can
I
sit.
won't be here.
You won't be here that week?
16th and 17th. I'll travel back on the 18th.
On the 15th?
You'll be here on the 15th?
I'll be here on the 15th.
Okay.
15th?
Shoot for the 15th?
That works for me.
15th, 4 o'clock?
Okay.
What are we gonna have on the work session?
We have these first readings that we did today that you approved. That's a new requirement with the HB 57, the funding increase. We have to update our charter school policies, which we don't have charter schools, we just have the policy.
I've seen that.
Cell phone use, we have to update all those policies. And so hopefully we can get through the reading and adopt them in January.
Okay. Can we add his evaluation to that?
Oh,
too?
yeah.
And
Wasn't there something from last night?
And
a retreat? Communication?
Yeah. What was from last night?
Maybe we could discuss it at the work session. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
We're trying to retreat one
I
time.
know, we need to regroup with activities where we could collaborate. And I don't think, I'm not advocating for calling in, you know who I'm talking about. The Association of School Board people, but maybe just revisiting like goals and,
Oh, yeah.
because I think we're due for that.
Yeah.
I don't remember the actual last time we did it.
we didn't do it last year, we just rolled over the previous year's priorities, so it's time to do it.
Yeah. And I don't think we need a mediator.
Yeah.
I think we could do it together,
Yeah.
you guys?
Yeah.
I think that would be good. Okay.
Okay, anything else? Then I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Passes 447.
Josh. I seen this on the news.